About 10 years ago, I had a video talking about the term fake news, referencing media like newspapers and journalism in general. And that really affected me at that time for the simple fact that I had a lot of friends that I worked with and also helped train and such that went into the realm of broadcast journalism. And it felt like when you call it fake news and you're pointing out these established journalism outlets as spouting off information that isn't real, I felt like that was an attack on their integrity, an attack on their profession, and it just didn't sit well with me. And so, but you look at the way situations have evolved over those last 10 years, and it hasn't gotten any better. I feel like the fake news trope in and of itself has morphed into this monster that affects our ability to trust information at any level, at any source. You mistrust people who have built their entire careers giving you accurate information to a point where sometimes you don't even trust your eyes anymore. Whether or not people are like, oh, that's AI or anything like that. It's kind of very worrisome. When I started this company almost 25 years ago, I was not a big fan of the news or broadcast journalism in that vein. The vein of, the CNNs, the headline news, the local news. I just wasn't a fan of that aspect. What I really enjoyed was the stories that you didn't really hear all the time. The stories of people doing amazing things. And what I enjoyed doing with that situation is capturing it on video. And at that time, video was hard to dispute. In fact, in my opinion, it really still is hard to dispute. And the situation now is you have the ability to capture really high quality video right on your phones. But that's what really interested me. And that's where we are today. The fact of the matter is, up until 10 years ago to now, it was never a situation of trying to fight the truth. It was just a matter of capturing what's there and telling a story with it. But now it's become more than that. It's become a tool that's always been powerful because it conveys both audio and video, that it's really about how you use it appropriately. And for the most part, people do. But then there are others that don't. And what I've built is not just the ability to tell stories through video. I've built the trust that we are going to tell something that you're going to believe and that is honest. And that's what's important to me the most, telling you an accurate story. And that is what we stand by. We never add anything that wasn't there. We don't edit words. We don't ask people to say things that they didn't say. And that is the true essence of how we approach the stories we tell. And so going forward into this year, we're going to do more of that. Not like we were going to stop, but we are going to add on to what we're doing here. There's going to be a lot more media that we create within our own studio that is original, but is always coming from that same perspective of sharing with you what was shared with us, from that same type of authenticity and that same type of care and honor that you trust us with, to make sure that we're giving you a story that is believable and real. No frills, no embellishments. And that's what's important to us to do for you. That's the start. This is how I wanted to start the year, was to inform you of how we approach these stories and how we've done it since the very beginning. We're not going to stop what we're doing and how we're doing it. We're just going to enhance it, advance it, and give you more. Make sure you follow us because our website's going to host all that stuff. We're going to start a brand new email newsletter coming out, so stay tuned for that so you can subscribe to that and be abreast of all the stories that we're doing when they happen. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We're constantly creating content that is true and for you. UnoDeuce Multimedia. That's what we do. We tell these stories. And as you know, we're always ready because there's always another story to tell. See you next time.